Hi, welcome back to another episode of Ross and Rachel podcast show thing. I'm Ross.
I'm Rachel.
And hopefully this is on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. That's my thumb. If you're listening, then you didn't get to see my thumb. So you're already disappointed. You've missed out. So yeah, do you want to just jump straight in?
I guess.
I'd love to jump straight so what's happening this week?
I don't know. You asked me this and I don't really know.
Yeah, but it's a fucking it's a recap. So we've been stressed out from the fucking kids. Well, do another show. Me and Rachel are going to moan about the fucking kids again. Because
I love my kids dearly. I love them with every part of me. But my God, they test
everything.
Everything. They make you question why you become a parent.
I think if you've got more than one, and then you've got two kids, definitely if you've got three, if you've got more than that, then you've lost it.
But I'll take my hat off to anyone with more than two kids.
But you probably question whether you should have had kids or not. In the nicest possible way. But again, everyone's like, you've got to enjoy it, they're only young once and all that sort of shit. It's like, they are, but it's still fucking hard.
It is hard.
I don't know if we did this last week a little bit, but it feels like it's got worse.
Yeah, they've got worse.
It's like, I just don't want to spend time with them as much, which is a shame, because I never wanted... I could easily talk about things that I thought before becoming a parent to what I think now 5 years down the line.
Yeah.
Like, prior to becoming a parent, I was like, I don't believe in bedtime. Fuck that, you stay up, mate. We'll have a laugh and play games. Now it's like, 7:30? Fuck off! Get the fucking bed!
Nicely.
But you need the time in the night. And before that, I didn't think you did. Especially when we only had Isabel. And then when we only had Archie, it's like, it's not too bad. And then after a while, we were like, fucking bedtime, we're doing it. Yeah. Little things like when you'd see a parent shouting at a kid in the shop. Back before I would be like, shout at your kids. What's that kid done? Oh, now it's like, what's that kid done? Fucking on a parent side with this. It's like, I'm with you, love. Yeah, you fucking tell him. Now I'm all like that. I know you still shouldn't shout at them and it's not the way to do it. And all these attachment types and stuff will go, you got to get down on their level and go, it's okay, buddy, it's okay. A little cuddle. And all that sort of, and empathise. I know how to do it. It's still fucking irritating.
Sometimes you can't put it into practice though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, what's changed for you before we become a parent to now that you're deep in the trench?
I just assumed they would get on, and I thought, although I know brother, sister, brother, whatever combination of kids you got, that I knew there would be fights, arguments, bickering. Like, Christ, you and your sister probably argued, me and my sister argued.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you and your sister have got exactly the same age gap.
Almost to the day.
Almost to the day, because Archie and Ross share a birthday.
We're 11th of October.
Isabel and Carly, there's a couple
3 days.
3 days between them. So almost the exactness of what your mum and dad had with you two, we've got with Isabel and Archie. Whereas me and my sister was 6 years. So when I was getting out of things, she was getting in. When she was getting out of things, I was getting into things. So we had a big age gap. So get the arguments. I just didn't think it would be constant. No. Just constant. Like from the minute they wake up to the minute they go to bed, they are literally at each other's throats. And I just don't know what to do.
Over anything. Like,
anything. It could just be a look. It could be... I don't even know sometimes.
Yeah. Archie wants a pen, he wants to draw. All of a sudden Isabel has been dying to draw her entire life. And it's like, that was my pen, I had my name on it and everything. It's like, fuck, you didn't care. And it's like, I did say to me and my sister, I remember being put on like naughty chairs and fucking having to go at arguing with them and fighting with her and all that sort of shit. And I won that and she was like, this is my room.
It's not a sauce or a golf club or something.
I've chased it with the golf club.
Is that a story?
That wasn't even her fault. I wanted the one putter and she wanted it. Someone took it off me and gave it to Carly, so I chased the poor fucker with a golf club. Allegedly, I don't know. My memory is shit. I don't remember
Carly, if you're listening, please tell us the actual exact story.
I don't remember, but my memories are just retellings of other people's memories.
Well, I've heard that story quite a few times.
I was probably a dickhead. But
you are Archie. Archie is you.
Probably, and Isabel's probably Carly. So it's bad luck to the two kids. They both fucked in their own ways. But, because I was going to talk about this anyway, because I saw on TikTok the other day, it was that guy's quote that he said, just because I'm strong enough to lift the weight doesn't mean it isn't heavy. And I heard that and I was like, fucking yeah. Because, and I want to talk about me and you. And I don't know if this applies to other people as well. Like, as a man, whether you feel like you have different responsibilities as the woman. I know you're going to get in all this sexist stereotype shit. But I feel like I'm lifting all the weight of the family and now the business. And even though I haven't fucking got to, I can lift it, but it is still heavy. And I've got that pressure. No, but again, I was going to talk about that because that man's quote said that and I kind of resonated and agreed with him. And then I was also going, yeah, but it's also a choice. Like, I don't have to do it.
No.
I can share it, but the part of me has got that, you call it toxic masculinity, everyone, but that, no, it's my fucking weight. Like, it's the same with you. I bet you if we did candles or anything else at the unit that was new, you don't want to hand that off.
No.
Because it's like, I want to be the one to fuck it up. If it gets fucked up, that's on me. I'm like that with the house. If the house tanks because something have happened, like someone breaks in, it's on me. Like, when we talked about this the other day, it's like, even if you went around the house and locked up in the night, turned the lights off, I'm still going downstairs to check.
I wouldn't trust me either, mate.
Likewise, if you said, Ross, lay the kids' clothes out, and I went, Rich, don't go in here, love. I've laid the kids' clothes out. You would go, gonna check, mate. You haven't put the right socks.
School bags, drinks bottles. Like, I don't even think you know if the drinks bottles are in the school bags.
Fuck
do you?
No.
Exactly.
So I don't know if this applies to people. I think men tend to feel the burden of the structure of the house. Like
changing bag. You just assume everything.
Bad with
you
bag,
do nappies and wipes, but you don't check that we haven't used any of the clothes.
Don't need to.
Every now and then I'll just make sure that we've still got the clothes. Yeah. Exactly. Then you are the type of... I remember you taking... I think it must have been Isabel... when she was really little and you went around Tesco's, didn't take the changing bags, you ended up having to buy nappies and wipes.
Yeah, I think it's okay. I think I used to risk it before. I'd be like, fuck it, if I need it, I'll get it. But can't with reusables. You do need a better system and bag and all that in place, because you can't just whip in.
That must have been before we started using reusable nappies.
I have no idea. But I feel like my burden is the basics. Like, have we got food? Have we got money? Have we got safety? That sort of stuff. Yours is then...
inside the house.
I might be, like I said to you, I think it was when I was, have they got money for clothes?
Yeah.
Yours is, have they fucking got clothes?
Yeah.
Because I haven't gone out and bought the clothes, but yours the money. Like, don't get me wrong, we live in a different society. Now, you've got your own money. Technically, I pay you your wage, but don't worry. Or you pay yourself.
I pay myself my wage.
I'm also a director.
I'm also the same as you now, buddy.
I know. We both get, you're on more than me.
Yay!
Only because of, like, tax purposes and shit, but you earn more than me at the moment, till next financial year, we'll both be on the same. But, yeah, it's like, it's just different.
Breaking the pay gap stereotypes. Yes.
I am. Believe it or not, you want to talk about fucking gender pay gap, don't get me started.
Let's not
I'm
go
not
down
gonna,
that road.
but I'm the lowest paid employee.
You are.
Per hour.
Yeah.
Not overall, because Natalie's technically only 10 hours a week, so she does earn less than me. But per hour.
And Aaron is.
Yeah.
You and Aaron are literally on the lowest.
Aaron, there you go.
Because he's not hours.
But even if you worked out how many hours I work per month and divided it by how much money I got, my wage, I've done it, I think I did it before, and it was like £6-7 an hour. So, you know, it's a gender pay gap. Where the fuck is it, Bat? No,
anyway.
Not going down that road, because
let's not go down that road.
I know. I'm uneducated on it. I'm not going to talk about it because it is a myth.
That's not.
Maybe it's real, just depends, doesn't it? It depends whose voice you want to listen to and all that sort of shit. It's like with anything, you could skew it figures to suit your narrative. You just don't know what you're doing.
No. Are you
but yeah. I possibly, yeah. What else do you want to talk about? That's us talking about... I just wondering if other people get the same sort of thing, and whether that is toxic masculinity of men feeling that you have to shoulder it, and whether I can just go, no, it's on you. But then I also feel like there always needs to be someone responsible for something. I don't believe in dual responsibility. Which is why when we're both out with the kids, it's sometimes hard, because it's like, who's got... Like, you always need someone who's got a last say. Like, people always ask who's in charge.
Yeah.
Me or you?
Probably you.
I would say me.
Yeah. I would.
I wouldn't say in an authoritative sort of way. Like, you could still go out, but you would...
I organise things more, but it's almost like I would write out a list of things and then you sign it off.
Yeah. But it's
like that. It's like I put the thing in, but I want you to go, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Like, I'm more likely to go... But it depends, isn't it? Because, like, I'm not just going to go out and buy curtains.
No.
I feel like I would run that by you.
I would hope so.
To be fair, I'm never going to fucking run that by Rich. I'm never going to text you and go, oh, have you seen these fucking curtains on Dunelm? Like, it's not going to fucking happen, is it? But I would run that by you.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to run by...
Is that just like a token thing? Like, because you never...
No, but I feel like it's your house. I feel like it's yours to decorate. But you would run a patio door by me, because it's structural.
Yeah.
Or you wouldn't just go and buy a car.
No.
Because you haven't got the money anyway. But neither fucking I.
Let's not talk about
tank. Don't get me started. Fuck me. So yeah, I feel like you wouldn't just book a holiday, but I feel like I would.
Yeah.
So it's like but I feel like you need someone who...
But then you would book the holiday, you would sort out the kids for school and the packing of the suitcases.
Well, typical dad.
We've gone about this before. Yeah, you just rock it.
Booked it, love. fucking sort it out. I'm going to have a cigar. I don't even smoke, but roll one. I don't do that either. That's drugs. But, yeah, that you would sort.
Yeah, like you all think that, well, you've done it. You are quite, like, you know.
I think men and women both got their same thing, mind. Before you say it.
Magic Fairy does the holiday packing.
Yeah, Magic Fairy also fucking sorts a broadband out.
Yeah.
Magic Fairy does a home insurance.
Yeah, oh, I wouldn't know. I don't know any of our bills with.
Yeah, I die where it's like, oh, we got to pay for this.
It's not free.
Yeah. We've got to pay for broadband, fucking home insurance, car insurance. But no,
I'm
I don't
probably
think too
more
bad.
on the thing of, if I have to sort it, I would, but it's all done.
Yeah, just let me. But again, it works like that. I don't know whether that is...
Are you going to hang the wallpaper in the bedroom?
I can't hang wallpaper.
Oh, I really want to watch you hang a piece of wallpaper.
I don't. I think...
I do.
Yeah, until it's...
Just imagine you with it all over you and just like, what the...
I would unravel the whole...
I've got space and we can literally... Who wants to see Ross hang... This is going to cause a TikTok video.
Why?
He's going to hang a piece of wallpaper today just for shits and giggles.
I'm not, but...
Yes, you are. It's going to be funny.
11 old wallpaper. Right, we'll see. All right.
I think... Do you think he's done a good job? You're going to have to watch the video because I'm going to film him trying to... Have you ever... You've never...
Fuck off if I ever hung
Have you
wallpaper.
ever painted in this house?
Not in this house, no. You like it before you fucking start.
I do enjoy
I'm good at
decorating.
painting. I'm just very time consuming with it because I cut in and take fucking ages.
I watched you once paint up your mother's house in the old house when we first got together, and there was a little bit where they had the computer. You got out a kid's paintbrush to go around the pipes.
Yeah, it's
that
amazing.
just sticks in my head. No.
That's why I don't do it, because I'm too
exactly.
particular.
You got asked once.
Yeah, the idea of having a tiny little brush and going around the sockets does stuff to me. Like, I would do that. No.
Whatever floats your boat.
Oh! Just
wow.
That little, like, detail on
I have
it.
a drawer full of paintbrushes now.
Meanwhile, you've done the full thing and I've done the socket. It's like, oh, there we go. I don't believe in the masking tape and just fucking smash it on.
I enjoy decorating, in all fairness. I find it quite therapeutic.
Well, like I said, it's a break from the kids now. Like, that is...
Not when you can just hear them shouting, screaming, fighting.
But going back to that, it's like, it is hard to remember who you are and what you're into because your time from the kids is doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
a lot of hours time from the kids. Like today, it's all been the business. That's all we've done. We had to go to the shop to get stuff.
you got to not think this is the business. Me and I'm chat.
This is the business, technically, though.
But it's me and you on a chat.
The unit was the business.
Yeah. But it's still me and you on a chat. That's why it's like, it's alright to do because I get to talk to you for 5. See what you're up to. Yeah. What's going on. Well, I'll try and do some other bits with you. We're trying to do it so there's a bit more structure to the podcast. You know, that's
There's
coming.
No structure.
No, but I want it to just like, we got like different things that you talk about each week. Like questions from you guys, which I don't think anyone does. Oh, someone asked how you two got together.
Oh,
Do you want to do that? Because people ask that all the fucking time.
they do.
Yeah. So we met at my cousin's house party, December 2007.
Yeah.
When
In between Christmas and New Year,
Yeah.
I think it was.
my cousin said, do you want to come to the house party? I was like, only if I can bring my friends
It
and my
wasn't really a
Xbox.
house party. It was a couple of friends over
That's
that
still a house. It was alright then. It was a party in a house.
turned into a little bit more, I guess.
Yeah, well, I said, I'll come if I can bring my Xbox and my mates.
Yeah.
So I went up with a couple of my friends. She said, don't try it on with any of my friends. Fucking married one of them. But in fairness, I didn't intend on chatting. I think you ended up playing FIFA with me.
Yeah.
You were shit.
Yeah.
Because you looked at me the entire time and didn't really pay attention. I was smashing it. But
Game.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
Xbox
No,
game.
fucking hell. No, because she was drunk as well.
What
So
was
no,
that,
no.
15, 16 we were?
You were 15, I expect, weren't you? Because you would have been 16 in July.
Yeah.
So I was just
16,
turned 16.
Just turned 16.
I was legal. So I didn't do anything. Anyway.
No,
So I
no,
would have
no.
been legal. But no,
We just kind of
It's
hit
weird
it off,
because-
didn't
obviously around our age, you're a bit thing with girls.
we were in different schools, which I think helped.
Yeah, so I'd never
As
met
well.
you before. It was the first time I ever met you.
Mhm.
Never text you, never see, you know.
Never had anything to do with it.
No. And
I just knew.
I find it
who
weird
you
that you're you now.
were. I just knew who you were.
I'm talking about you then.
Yeah.
And now you're the you.
Yeah.
That's weird.
15 years ago.
Yeah. But it's mad because, like, obviously at that age, like, you talk to girls and you're like, oh, fuck, what do I say? And, like, oh, you wonder if you'll ever get a girlfriend, that sort of shit. And then all of a sudden you go in, no fucking intention, and it's
Yeah.
done. I'm
It was a very
right there and then
quickly-
I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
As soon as, like, I'm talking to you, I helped you be sick and all this sort of shit. I remember you were on the set and I was, like, playing my hand it's like, even then, I'm like, I'm fucking done. Like, this is it. Like, I'm sorted.
Aww.
Like, and I remember going to a gig a month later. We weren't even with you then, because it took from then until March 22nd for us to get together.
We got to know each other.
Oh, fuck happened in them 3 months. Get in this. Why you fucking asking out?
Got to know each
I
other.
still went up and saw you and stuff, didn't I? But we didn't.
Yeah, no.
We weren't official.
And back then, you used to say it was cold.
Yeah, you weren't in my Bebo page yet, but...
Oh, Bebo.
I didn't want to give you love yet. But we just sat on MSN every night, wasn't it? Yeah. But, we still got some of the chat logs,
didn't we? Till quite late, didn't we? Bloody hell.
You kids don't know what you fucking mean. You couldn't do it on your phone.
Yeah.
We had to sit on an actual computer. Fucking hell, and type.
Laptop if you were lucky.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just knew it was alright. But yeah, like I said, I was going to a gig, and then the boys, like Joe and I, were like, "Oh, we're going to try on with them girls." And I was like, "No, we're out with Rachel." We weren't even fucking with you.
Both my Valentine.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I'm sure.
Oh, maybe Avenged Sevenfold. I don't know.
We're bullet supporting them. I'm sure.
I don't know. Someone Google bullet for my Valentine 2008. But I remember going, I would have fucking crumbled because it wouldn't have gone up to these girls and had anything decent to say. I would have been alright. And then just hope that they turn around and go, "Do you want to make love to us?" And they'd be, "Oh, yeah!" Like, fucking, but that wouldn't have worked anyway. But I was like, "No, I don't want to." And they were slagging me off because, like, "Oh, you know, you haven't with me yet." Blah. It's like, I know, I like Rachel. So, and it's been like ever since. So it's like, yeah, soulmates, but it's like, can't imagine any other.
You make me go teary.
Sorry, just trying to get in, but no, because I thought about that the other day because I was laid in bed and Isabel coming to bed and then she's like, "Take on," as she fucking does. It irritates the shit out of her. But I was holding her hand and I was going, 15 years, I was doing this to your mum. I was just holding Rachel's hand and now, like, it's a kid that's ours, and then she's doing the same shit. I just remember how small your hands felt because her hands felt small. Not that you've got kid-like hands, but Isabel's got very small hands. And you've got small hands, but not as small as a kid. So Rachel's got 5-year-old hands, basically. So yeah, that's how we met. We just clicked straight away. So you never know. You just go out and meet people and you could get lucky. Now it's just a fucking ball ache, I expect, but...
Yeah, I wouldn't want it.
It's all online, but... Which means you don't get that little thing. A little spark. Put yourself in a position where you can get a spark, look. Right, do you want to talk about politics?
No.
I was going to do. How would you solve the NHS?
Oh.
But...
From the outside in, I actually would go outside in, because unless you sort out the social care system, you can't sort out A&E. I can actually talk about this, because A&E is going to be... Like, it's rammed because there's too many people. Like, we're in a very populated... Oh, see. No.
Go, it's fine. That's what people
We're in a very populated area and our health board is condensed down. I don't agree with what our health board have done.
You can say it now without risk of being fired.
I'm also not in the health board that I'm talking about anymore. The job changed beyond recognition and I don't like where it is now. I like... Some people still like the fact that they're a nurse, and I think it had this thing of, you could be proud to be a nurse. I was embarrassed to be a nurse, because it's just not the care you want to deliver. It's not, you just can't do it. You're just up against it all the time. But like, A&E's going to stay rammed, the wards are going to stay rammed because there's nowhere for people to go.
Well, that's the thing.
But unless you've got care homes, nursing homes, the community sorted, like, that needs the funding, because you can't move anyone. You can't move anyone because there's nowhere to move them to. There's no help. But the social care side of it is obviously struggling just as much as the healthcare system.
No, yeah.
Like, you need to put the money outside and work outside in, because in my opinion, if you solve the outside and work back,
if you can hear a dog that's healthy,
hopefully it'll alleviate some of the stress from A&E.
But they're not going to pump money in, are they?
But that's one person's little tiny opinion, which means absolutely zero to the government, and
it's
never going to change anything. And I am so relieved I am no longer in it.
No, it's just a shit job.
I just feel really bad for anyone who is in it, and I take my hat off to them staying in it, because I genuinely couldn't think of anything worse to do it. And I have never, those couple of months of going back and having to go back, I don't think I've ever been that stressed in my life.
Oh, God, no.
Like, I've never had panic attacks, like, so frequent. It was like every day.
Yeah.
I would literally crumble.
The panic attacks were being in.
Yeah.
Like, you basically knew that you probably weren't going to go back because you weren't fit to work.
It was horrendous.
Like,
it was a horrendous few months.
Like, it's not like you're going back to, like, with us, where you stick her in, it's like no stress, no pressure.
No.
It's like you are responsible for shit. You were not fit to go back to work.
It was a really bad few months, that was. And I never... If I was leaving anyway, and I was kind of on the fence of, I wonder if when I go back, I would change my opinion. I would feel different, because it's like, oh no, I like, you go back to what you might have missed or whatever, and like,
well, you enjoyed it at some point.
Yeah, you put your feet back in and go, oh, I miss doing this. Oh, I miss this. I miss that. And I have never felt so relieved to be gone.
Yeah,
like that was just it's just not in me anymore. In my opinion, if you haven't got that in you anymore, how the hell can you look after people?
No, you got.
You can't. I remember. Well, I've been kind of told that an ex-mentor of mine is on the thing of, oh, it's disappointing, and oh, she's what was it? She's throwing her life away going to do this business. That sort of words to that effect. And to be fair, I just want to stick my two fingers up and go, you know nothing. No. Like, I cannot put myself under that amount of stress. Again, it was no good for anyone. It was no good for me. It was no good for you. It was no good for the family. No good for the kids, the business, nothing. And for something that you don't enjoy anymore.
That's the other thing. It's like, there's this thing that, like, it ain't all about the money as well. Like, you would earn more money with the NHS than with us, hands down.
And even the fact that just because I've done all the training, just because I've done the 3 years in uni, and then I qualified in 2013. But like, I take the skills with me, and like, even with things with the kids now, it's been invaluable for that. But it's just not in me anymore, and I don't think you should feel pressured into staying because but you've done all this and now you're throwing it away to go do wax melts. It's like, but I'm happier. I am so much happier now.
It's the sunk cost fallacy.
It's a different stress having your own business and having our both wages on our own business and our own heads, as opposed to having my pay and me working with the NHS. But I'm happier, and I think you've got to take happiness into account.
100%.
And I'm almost just disappointed. I'm probably more disappointed because that mentor was somebody I looked up to.
Yeah.
Throughout my training after having them as a mentor. And I'm almost just disappointed that it's like, really, that's...
What you
instead of just going, good for you, do what makes you happy. Yeah. Like, well done on you for going, that's not right for you anymore.
Well, that's what I do with anyone.
Surely as a mentor, like, that's where I would do for one of my students. I would kind of help them.
You still learn from it. You've gone on.
Yeah, as opposed to try and force them into staying in a job that they just don't want to do. What's the point? Yeah. Like, what's the point in if you?
I think that's a problem with a lot of parents. They're trying to push kids into what they want them to do, and they think they're throwing their life away. I dare say there's fucking loads of people.
I talked more than you. Ross got getting all out now.
No, I dare say there's loads of kids our age or younger that have had parents go, you throwing your life away on YouTube, throwing your life away gaming, and now they're Twitch streamers, they're doing this. But they might not be earning much.
But
they got a little podcast on Patreon and all that sort of shit, and they're earning enough to get by, and then that's what it's all about.
That's all you want. As long as you've got enough to pay your bills, enough for a couple of days out with the kids or whatever, enough, like, a little bit in savings or whatever. Like, for me, personally, I don't want anything. Like, I want the kids to be happy. I want to be able to go on a day trip. I want to obviously pay the bills because I kind of have to.
Because of cost of living shit. But
like, I don't want endless streams of... I just don't want it. I don't want the stress. Like,
it's a different, like you said, it's a different stress. You're stressed as fuck in the NHS.
Yeah.
Business is stressful, but sometimes business stress is worse, man, because you know, no matter what the stress is with the NHS, your job's there. Mm-hmm. The stress with the business is, is my job there? Yeah.
The order's going to come in, oh shit, that deal didn't do very well. Oh my God, what are we going to do now?
Yeah.
Like, it's a different stress, but we just got to work.
I think you're new to that stress, though.
Well, my head is completely in the business now, and it's not in the NHS.
It's been my job for 2 years.
Yeah.
And like, so I've had this stress for a while anyway. Like, it's never going to go anyway.
No.
Because we could have 500 orders today.
Then I'd be stressed. No, how are they going to get sent out?
But you could have the biggest month you've ever had, and then you go, but what about next month?
Exactly.
But then what about next month? What about next? And then it's like
we're just trying to sort of swim through and.
Well, you said 2023 is a muddle year.
You're just trying to muddle it through and work our best we can. Like, at the moment, then. So the girls' hours are changing up the unit for whatever reason. So instead of finding the work to cover the 5 hours during like a 9 till 1, 9 till 2, we're now finding it 8 till 1, 1 till 6. So it's like I've now got 10 hours to cover for a day, as opposed to 2 of them working against each other, like one pouring, one CRP, and then switching and just kind of rotating around.
I think you overthink all that.
Yeah.
I think you take way too much with that.
We're not up there all day to then go, oh, we'll switch and do this. You're kind of relying on them making a good decision.
Yeah.
To then go, oh, well, I'll do this, I'll do that. You know, you're not there to kind of not babysit, but you're not there to kind of
manage, because that's
manage them.
Technically what we are supposed to do.
Yeah. So, like, this week's going to be, like, I was texting Kath, I think, last night. I should like, just bear with us this week, because it might be a bit of changing last minute, because I might go, oh, we'll do this tomorrow, and then it gets to the night, and I'm like, oh, actually, we need this done, because I'm not going to know how it's going to work this week. So that's probably my shoulders.
But that changes day to day.
Exactly.
Like, this is the hard thing with it. If you have, like, if we could get about 30, 40 orders done a day with one person, you have suddenly, 80 orders coming, you've never got to go, shit, I've got to pull someone off this something, and it's this constant.
Kath's pretty good though. I think I could say to Kath 10 minutes before she's about to start work, and she would just go, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you're on this now instead of this. You know, don't
like,
worry about this. Yeah. But that's always going to be there.
Yeah.
You know, and you do deal with it, all right? Yeah. But I don't.
But that's still a different stress. Like, that's not stress.
Yeah, I'm overworked and someone's going to die in this sort of shit.
No, it's not a stress of, oh my God, I'm going to have a panic attack. It's just a bit of stress of going, oh, what's the best way of doing this now?
I don't think you'll solve the NHS anyway, and they know that, because they're going to gradually privatise it. Like they said the other day, it's going to be try and charge the GP appointments and A&E visits. Yeah. It's the little foot in the door. So we're going to charge them this now. They already done it with dentists. So I said to you, it wouldn't bother me paying 20 quid for the GP visit. Like, because you pay for the dentist, have a checkup, pay for a fill-in, some similar sort of thing. I still don't think they should do it, because you do technically already pay for it. That's what your fucking national insurance is. So what are you on about? I pay for it. But 60 odd quid for an A&E visit, it's like, how many people are going to start getting put off?
My worry would be the people then that
can't afford it
because they can't afford it, and then they.
You got a government saying, I know you can't afford to eat, I know you can't afford to warm your house, but what?
I
little tickle in the heart, 60 quid, mate.
I don't think you should pay for it.
No,
I don't. I can't even imagine like worrying over what.
Well, back to America, like fucking it's a shit show.
We watched that. Who was it?
Michael
Moore's documentary years ago. And it was about the healthcare system in America, and it was a guy who had amputated 2 of his fingers, and he had to pick. He couldn't afford to have both of them reconnected, so he had to pick which ones. We picked his ring finger for obviously wedding band.
It was actually cheaper as well.
Still,
but I would sell it as fucking more romantic.
But so, imagine having that. That's your body. That is part of you. Imagine having to pick. Which
we'll
one.
Just chuck this other finger out.
Like in my head, that just does not.
I know you can get health insurance.
I can't imagine that.
You can get health insurance, but still, not everyone can. It's the same with anything else. It ain't hard to solve. I don't think. I think it's like I said, it's tax avoidance. Just stop that. Not going into all that because it's complicated as fuck. And then raising the minimum wage, which is an hard one for me and you to talk about because we're employers.
Yeah.
Because I believe that they should raise it to £15 an hour, but not yet. You can't do it in one fell swoop. But I get both sides on that. If you raise it to £15 an hour, all of a sudden all these businesses have got more money because everyone have got more money.
Yeah.
So if you were getting paid £15 an hour, you're more likely to buy wax melts, to go to the theatre, to do this, that and the other. The problem is for a business to then pay £15 an hour, they've got to have more sales and charge more maybe to bring in the more sales, and it's a vicious cycle then, isn't it? Yeah. But we've almost done £15 an hour in a couple of months. In fairness, I'd rather just make businesses do bonuses on revenue so that they don't tuck it up and go, oh, we can't afford this. Like Royal Mail are currently having the pay disputes, and nurses are having pay disputes. Every twat's having pay disputes at the moment, really, in fairness. But if they just enforce it, you're going to get more national insurance money out of people, going to get more tax out of people because they're going to pay more tax because they're earning more. It's a way to get it out of businesses without them fucking sending it to the Bahamas, like Shell are doing. No. And God knows who else. You can actually register a company in the Cayman Islands. I looked at it before, just for shits and giggles. I think it costs you $100,000.
I'm not surprised.
So it's like, but again, it's the middle class or like the lower income people that's going to get hurt by like the new tax shit that they're going to do, like dividend tax and all that sort of stuff. These big ones, you can tax them 70% if you want.
They don't care.
If you send it abroad, it doesn't fucking matter. It's not. You can't have it. But yeah, let's put me and Rachel in charge of the country, and we'll
no chance.
fuck it up. Can't look after kids for the country. But
I can't get the three of them to listen to me.
yeah, if you've got any advice for that, I dare say it's normal, like I said. But again, I hate seeing it because you would get upset by it and think that it's just ours.
I was crying earlier over it.
Yeah, what have we done wrong and all that sort of shit. And it's like,
I just feel like we brought them up wrong.
if you're watching this, comment and say if your kid are dickheads and don't listen to something, because you know it's fucking happens, but people don't like showing it. They go.
Just feels like it's just your kids and yours are the ones that don't listen.
It's all behind closed doors, isn't it? Mostly. Obviously, you see the odd kid dicking about out and about, but you see yours and think, why am I wrong? Because you look on Instagram and they're like, oh my god, we had a lovely day colouring. You don't see behind the scenes the parent go, oh, for fuck's sake, put the fucking blue down. Like, you don't see that because they want to show the nice little photo. We probably do the same, mind. We'll take a picture and go, here we are at Folly Farm. In fairness, mine, in the description, I will usually say they were bellends or some other shit. Because I don't like, we like trying to be as authentic and open. Obviously, you can't do it all because I can't, like.
Well, they do have an odd good day sometimes.
Yeah, but if they're screaming, I'm not going to film it because it feels bad filming it then. Because now you're filming a kid in a vulnerable, crying, emotional state when they haven't said feels wrong. So it's like, that's why you don't see that. But I was going to do, do you want to do going deep with Rachel?
That sounds disturbing.
That's right. I was going to do it was like a deep philosophical thing. So I was going to do like a deep question with Rachel. This ended like super deep, but do you want me to go deep with her?
Oh, you've got 5 minutes.
5 minutes to go deep?
Yeah.
Yes! What's one thing you could pick in your life to change, to make you happy, or would it be?
Oh, the garden.
Anything else? I'm not accepting that answer, Rich. You'll be a little bit more.
That's my answer. It is. That would make me happier to open up my patio door, right, and to go sit on my nice decking with my table chairs and look at the bloody trees opposite. Somewhere nice.
Why? Why did I pick it, right? Just go back in time, mate. Pick something else.
I do. That is literally.
Your wife have just given you one thing now that she wants in the whole world to make her life better. What are you going to be? You're going to be that dickhead that goes, oh, fucking not doing that.
It is literally the only thing in my life that I want.
Probably, in fairness too. But then what? You'll always find the next thing. Look, so if that's the problem,
it'll be the other garden.
If I do that, then you've got nothing to improve on. No, your life's perfect.
Oh, no one's life's ever perfect.
To be fair, I don't even know what I would pick.
Oh right, okay. I'm not accepting that answer. Pick again.
Just kids that are alright.
Yeah,
it's literally it.
I would
like them all to be 5 or above.
I wouldn't even necessarily like them all to be 5. I'd just like them all to listen.
I'd say it every night to her.
Like Teddy's massively impressionable at the moment. Like if Archie throws himself on the floor, Teddy throws himself on the floor. If Archie climbs up on the window,
It's like a fucking don't start. It's like a fucking howling. It's like they're all fucking going for it. They don't fucking start.
But you can't like. It's like talking to Wood, talking to Archie, and like
sometimes
it's really hard, Archie, and I feel like he has doubled up the last few days and got worse the last few days.
So it's more infuriating with Isabella because she understands what you're saying.
She does understand, which makes it.
I get what you're saying, Dad. You can have the conversation with her, and then the next day it's back to like I'm just gonna carry on dicking them. But then I was so I've got myself just like the kids, like
they are kids, and you are trying to just go. Look, the kids, they're gonna make a mess. I don't even care about the mess, but it's where this thing's getting launched around. And then they're refusing to tidy up. That's what irritates me. Because it's like, okay, then how can we are going to see about starting like a reward chart and we like a sticker chart.
Effort chart.
Whatever.
Don't get me started. I'm half and half of it.
I've never been against them. I've never like implemented it, I suppose, because I know you were quite strong opinionated on it.
Yeah.
I just have kind of gone, But like they do it in school, don't they? It's like got to be green or something. So they get like stickers for
she does like it.
I think it is like more of an effort thing, and it's not like because you've done something really well. Like sometimes
it's all the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But my problem with it is you chase the sticker, not the thing. Like it's a form of conditioning, isn't it? You do X, I give you Y.
Yeah.
The only problem is when you get older, Y goes.
Yeah.
Now why are you doing X?
But then I'm assuming as you're older, you're more understanding.
If you talk about it,
of going,
My thing is as well, I don't want to reward the bare minimum. Like to me, if you make your bed, that's bare minimum shit.
Yeah.
You put your own toys away, Fuck you, reward, fuck off. You got it out. Like, it's got to me, it's something that should progress you. Like, I was watching something and it was saying about that if you do it with things like your chores and all that sort of stuff, you're basically encouraging them to just stunt their creativity. They're not going to grow because all you're getting them to do is monotonous tasks. Whereas if you go, I'll give you your sticker if you've read a book.
Yeah.
If you have done an art class, if you've done your 10 minutes of ballet, the more creative shit, I'll give you a sticker for it. At the end of it, you get wherever it is, a magazine or wherever it is.
Yeah.
So we'll try it. We'll probably trial it.
And see.
So it goes. Like, I'm happy to say I'm wrong on stuff. And part of me is always like, if it fucks them up a little bit when they're older, because they now chase the reward and the reward's gone, it's their fucking problem. They're going to be 18 plus out of the house. Fucking deal with it. Like every other adult had to deal with it. Like I was fucked up in my fucking 20s and wherever, up until 31. And ongoing. So every adult's got their issues. Pick your issue, mate. Basically, if you haven't got, you're gonna have something. You got to fuck your kids up a little bit, otherwise they're gonna be boring people anyway. It's just finding the balance. You don't want to go too far, because then that's permanent trauma. But you want to fuck them up a little bit, because then that's character building.
I think you need to find a new way
balance.
of saying that.
Balance. You never know where it's gonna end up. But yeah, fuck it. That'll do for this week. Cheers for either listening or watching. This may or may not be on YouTube, depends. If you're watching it on YouTube, then fucking do. What do they do on YouTube? Subscribe and like and shit. You can do that if you want. You go, I don't care. I'm probably not even going to go on YouTube and check whether this is any good.
5 minutes.
Yeah, and then anything else that maybe we'll turn this into some TikTok content. I don't know. Do you want to sign off then?
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.
For listening.
Catch you again next week. Bye.